千里之行，始于足下。A journey of 1,000 miles begins beneath the feet. We now gather in the Tao to travel the journey together. Welcome to Tao Talks with Derek Lin, where we take a deep dive into the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu. I would like to invite you to center your thoughts and direct your attention to this moment in time, to the here and now. To be fully present and mindfully aware as we all ready ourselves for this sacred process of the Tao. So the Bìng character, as I mentioned, this is where I hope this discussion can bring value to everyone when we study the Tao. You see, this is one of the most misinterpreted characters in the Tao Te Ching. The pronunciation is like this, it's easy, Bìng. It may be a little surprising, but translators and authors books about the Tao Te Ching usually lack the language skills to be able to understand it fully. It's actually another manifestation of what we're talking about, to presume that you know when you actually don't know. So this Bìng is the main point of this entire chapter. We need to focus on this. Usually, authors of Tao Te Ching books rely on other translations or a dictionary to figure out the meaning of words, and that can be very misleading to them. So this character means sick or sickness in modern Mandarin. If you were to look it up in the dictionary, that's what you will find. In this ancient usage, it's a little different. It specifically is the tangential meaning of flaw. So that utilization exists in modern Mandarin as well. Let me explain. First of all, I think it's easy to see that the context of sickness being a flaw in one's health. So flaw and sickness or illness are related in meaning. Now, in modern Mandarin, I can use the word bìng in a number of different ways. 生病, getting sick. But I can also use the same character in a different way to talk about something that is not an illness. I can say máobìng. That's not an illness. That's a problem, a fault, a flaw, a fault. And unlike English, this character can never mean disgust or revulsion. Let me explain what I mean by that. We're all very used to the expression, I am sick and tired of XYZ. In English, you can use sick in that way. You can say, for instance, if it's raining a lot, you can say something like, I am sick of the rainy weather. Well, you're not ill, but you're opposed, you are disliking the rainy weather. You might use the exact same expression for other aspects of life. If it's weather, you can say things like, I am sick of this humidity. You know, it's so sticky, it's so stuffy, I'm sick of it. And it doesn't have to be weather at all. It can be just about anything else that you dislike. You might say, I am sick of high taxes. I am sick of burdensome regulations. I am sick of long lines. I am sick of bureaucracy. I am sick of slow service. Any number of other things you don't like. Bìng, the word, the character we're talking about here, it doesn't have that meaning. This should be reiterated and emphasized and stressed as many times as possible. Bìng doesn't have that meaning. It can never be used that way. And this is what I was talking about when I said most authors of Tao Te Ching books, they don't know that. In other words, they don't know what they don't know. They are not aware of this particular area of ignorance, and this leads to misinterpretation of Bìng, and later on, Bìng. Our meeting has come to an end, but the journey continues on. Let us all travel safely so we can meet again. Until next time, may the Tao fill you with peace and happiness.